Guy Martin's attempting to set a new record by cycling along the world's longest desert highway in less than 47 hours. Following a police escort from the start line has sent him on an unintentional 6-mile detour. It takes 20 minutes before he's led in the right direction and into the harsh climate of the desert itself.
Yeah. For it to be a desert, it can't have any more than 250 millimetres of rain a year. Where the Taklamakan only has 50 millimetres of rain a year. So it's not on the borderline of being a desert. No, it's a proper desert.
But dry weather doesn't mean it's always hot.
1 degree, we're all right. Yeah, you sort of know in the first 10 miles or so what's going to be an issue. I feel all right.
Guy's heading for Highway 1. The only road through the desert and a route that saves drivers 3 days travelling. It gets very busy.
I spent a lot of time behind that cement pumping lorry. It went past me a bit. So I pedalled like Billy to get on the back of him. And then I thought, I've gotten on the back of him. I thought, it's all right, it's a bit easy when I get behind him. All right, I'll sit there. And then I thought, no, it's not, because I'm getting covered in bloody soot off it. Massive thing, that. Impressive. There was loads of axles on it.
For all its fumes, the cement pumping lorry is an unlikely inspiration to a philosophical guy.
You can't go far in China without hearing about this man Confucius. What's the word? What would we call him? A Chinese philosopher from 500 BC. This is what Confucius said. He said, everything has its beauty, but not everyone can see it. The English translation to that would be, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. All those axles working independently, how many of them are steering? Look at the pumping gear. I just thought, well, fascinated by it. Well, you would just think, what are you looking at? What are you looking at? But I can see it because I'm into that sort of thing.
After 90 minutes of riding, Guy joins Highway 1. He's now entering the so-called Desert of Death.
The Uyghur translation of Taklamakan is you're going in, you're not coming out.
That's it. Yeah, we're straight now to the finish. What's that, about? Another 300 miles.
hours, 36 miles.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting, 2 hours in. How are you getting on? Are you suffering?
The first person to survey this region was the British archaeologist and adventurer Sir Aurel Steen, along with his trusty dog, Dash. In 1900, he declared, "The Taklamakan makes the deserts of Arabia look tame." He could never have predicted that it would end up getting tarmacked.
I'm impressed with the Chinese. Yeah, they're the only boys in the world, that's a bold statement, that have ever built a road on a shifting sand desert. Took them 2 years to do it, but they've done it. And we're just having a bit of a closer inspection.
Winds up to 150 miles per hour mean the Taklamakan's dunes are constantly moving and, left unchecked, would engulf the road with sand. The Chinese devised an ingenious solution to keep it clear. They planted rows of bushes along the roadside, shielding the highway from sandstorms. The plants are watered by an irrigation system connected to vast underground reservoirs, with enough hosepipe to stretch halfway around the world. At 1 p.m, Guy has settled into a steady 15.5 miles per hour pace and passes the 100-kilometre marker. He's covered 62 miles. It's a distance even keen cyclists would consider a long way, but Guy isn't even a fifth of the way through his journey. It takes 6.5 hours to reach the landmark of 100 miles. The temperature has risen to 18 degrees, so he pulls over to change clothing at one of the maintenance huts that line the highway.
Yeah.
Each hut is home to a couple who look after the road's irrigation system.
I'm going to change my shorts. I'm going to get my shorts on.
I was impressed with Mrs. Zhao. She was a lovely woman. She let me I wanted to have a bit of a clothes change. And she let me use one of her rooms to get changed in. I had to get rid of a few layers anyway. I was getting a bit wow. So yeah, I put my shorts on.
And the irrigation system isn't the only plumbing that Mrs. Zhao looks after.
Oh, no, she says I'm flat out. I go out to the back and dig these certain roots and what have you. I mixes them with some vodka of some sort. And she says it makes my man very strong. What do you mean very strong? Oh, no. No, she points at nether regions, very strong. Oh, so we're talking homemade Viagra. That's what we're talking about. I had a bit more to be worrying about than getting a bloody ad on my bloody bike.